All right, so we lost. You and I got to watch from the bullpen and from the
Yeah.
dugout. I lost to the Astros. You hit an iconic double that stuck in the fence up in Houston.
Yeah.
We needed to win one of two games when we went back to Houston. Didn't do it. Obviously, it's the infamous 2017 Astros.
Yeah.
How you like? How does that sit in your craw? Because obviously, a player wants to win a World Series. That's what you ultimately at the end of your career. If you have a World Series, however you got it, you
Yeah.
wanted it, and that. So, how does the whole 2017 Astros thing sit with you still to this day in end of 2023?
Oh, it sucks, man. I'm still pissed off about it, if you want the truth. I mean, listen, everybody's like, forget about it, don't worry about it, let's just kick it under the rug. Yeah, time moves on, but you don't forget. It's something where, listen, a ball could have been, somebody could have missed a pitch, or that guy wouldn't have hit that ball, or they wouldn't have scored that run. So yeah, that was my only time. It was for me to get a ring. It sucks, man. I'll be honest. I'm still pissed off about the whole situation. It's just they got off scotch free. If you want the truth, I think it's something where the commissioner should have really thought about what to do to penalize these guys. It would have been great to play the Dodgers, that East meets West kind of feel. And listen, there's all types of ways of finding signs. That's from second base, the natural ways of doing it, and for them to do that. It still stings a little bit. Yeah, we moved on from it, but it's something I'll never forget, because that was my only time really to get to a World Series and maybe even win it, And like CC Sabathia said, we would have won the World Series if that didn't happen.
Yeah, do you feel the same way with the Yanks have won the World Series? And do you feel like you deserved more of an apology from the players that beat you and that were cheating that year?
Yeah, I mean, you think about apologies all the time. You could just say it. I mean, was it meaningful? We'll never know. I think there should have been more done, honestly. I don't know if fines would have even done anything. I mean, it's something to really think about and ponder. You see guys like, and I'm taking it to this measure. You see a guy like Pete Rose. He bet on baseball, and he's still getting hurt for that. You got scandals back in the day, and people are still not around. I mean, they could have gone something a little more serious that, could have scared some of the guys, or even done something, because there are some guys that didn't play after that. There was managers that, were done for a year. They lost some money. They couldn't, I'm not saying they couldn't feed their children, but they, lost money to provide for their families. So it's, there should have been something more. And looking back on it, it should have been something more than just a slap on the wrist.
So one more, I mean, some people are like, well, it was going on all over the place.
Yeah.
There was some stuff that the Yanks got caught with. There was some stuff with the Red Sox and the Apple Watch. What do you remember during that time? Like, what were the Yanks doing? Because at the very least, I mean, video was just kind of loosey-goosey, as they called it, right? You could just pop over to the video room and check stuff out. And now they've got people making sure that you're not seeing things in real time. That really changed the game. It kind of implemented technology within the game and saying, hey, this could really affect the outcome on the field. We need to monitor this. But what do you remember during that time period where guys like, hey, we could just, try and figure some things out and kind of scoot past the rules?
Yeah, when I got to Yankees, I didn't hear, honestly, I didn't hear any of it. I guess it just afterwards, when I got there, it was all over with. They got in trouble for it. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100%, but I was there when we caught the Red Sox with the Apple Watch. I still find it amazing how they can relay it that fast to somebody before a pitch is thrown. That was unbelievable. And then the whole scandal with knowing what pitches were coming. I mean, listen, Kratzy would attest to this. If I'm a hitter, and I've known pitchers were coming from pitchers, tipping pitches, moving their hands. I'm going to hit that ball hard more than none. And when you hit a ball hard, good things happen. You hit it over the fence, it goes by somebody in there. I'm going to square a ball up a lot more if I know it's coming. I mean, I was like a 180 hitter on off-speed pitches. I give or take a couple points, I'm not sure. But when I knew a slider coming or a curveball was coming, I'm hitting that pitch really hard, and I'm usually hitting it far. Fastball the same way. I didn't miss many fastballs. So it was cheating. It was something that it's never been done before, and they got away with it. And that's probably the last thing I'll say about it. They got away with it. So